everybody, and welcome back to the Salty Show, and welcome back to our Total War Empire campaign as the French with the amazing Durango Overhaul mod, episode 11. Hope you guys are doing well today, and if you are, like and subscribe. As always, without further ado, we are going through the intern of the last episode, and to catch up to speed in case you didn't get to watch the very end, we have secured the west side of North Africa, and we're eyeing up our next potential targets. Unfortunately, Tripoli is a little bit of a issue. Oh, well, they didn't get to keep Dagestan, it seems. Let's bring... Who do we have here? An agent and a spy. So, let's bring them over here. We'll bring them into the Egyptian territories when we can. But we're looking out to targets, and Tripoli, unfortunately, is not falling like the way I thought it would. They're still sitting at neutral public order, which is just insane, but we will come back to that eventually. If we need to skip them, we might, but elsewhere, Austria has gone ahead and started forming a pretty sizable little empire for themselves, or kingdom, stealing away a lot of Ottoman territory in North or Southern Europe here, leaving Ottoman Moldavia cut off from the rest of the empire. So very, very interesting. And it appears Georgia and Russia are at war, and Dagestan as well. So Russia's having their own issues, but the Ottomans are definitely suffering more. With that, we are just constantly dealing with rebellions here and there. And we're going to be continuously dealing with them for a while, I believe. Now, you're definitely going to be a trade port. Actually, both of these will be trade ports because they have easy access to the Ivory Coast and Brazil. It'll be really nice to be able to flood them from Europe. We could... I don't really know if we want to go for Spain or Portugal. We could. I don't really know if it's necessary. Alright, so they're happy. We're going to link them up. Oh, that was dumb. I could have sent them to Morocco. Alright, I lied. You guys are going to head to Morocco. The main force here, once it arrives, is going to head back to Tunis because they have more conquering to do. But everything is done and underway. Where we've yet to suffer a negative modifier in the capital, and I am quite surprised. Do we want to get any more? We have 4 third rates, quite a few 5th rates, some 6th rates, and a singular bomb catch. Do we want to continue bolstering our navy? I really think at this rate we could potentially bolster a new army. Our expeditionary force is doing good. They're sitting with only 2 militia units. Yeah, so they could, I mean, we could bolster them with some real troops.
À gauche, Votre Majesté.
We'll go ahead and what do we need? Line infantry. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 line infantry. 4 cav, 3 grenadiers. I think, and the cav is all fire based. Melee attack of 11. So the carabiners are pretty decent on the melee attack already, so I don't know if we need to get them. I'll tell you what, let's grab a extra grenadier, and we're going to grab 1 more 12-pounder artillery. And I do think that's where we'll go ahead and grab another 3rd rate. That's really going to bolster our fleet. Over here. Oh, we can only get 1. We're going to wait. But end the turn and continue moving on. Update when it comes to the channel and my personal life. Me and my wife will be away for the week that you guys are seeing this video, as we are going to be babysitting her younger brothers. So I am pre-recording a lot of this stuff in shorter bursts than I'm normally pushing, so I do apologize. But fingers crossed, I'm still getting out the content to you all, and I'm still getting some good time to play, which is very nice. Excuse me. And fun news, my birthday is a month away, but thanks to this little trip, my wife has given me a birthday present early so that we don't have to try and take our PCs with us, because that we definitely don't want to move it. It'll be nice to get a little break away, take a little vacation, quote unquote vacation. It's not a vacation, but she got a Xbox Series X for me, and I'm excited to kind of just, you know, relax, sit on the couch, play some games I haven't played in a long time, and see what the new console can do on a big TV. I did get it before the price increase that Microsoft is pushing across their brands. It's truly insane, but honestly, I think we're good to just end the turn. I don't really want to move anything right now. We could... No, wait, our fleet's already here, so we're fine. We'll station them right there, though. Yep. Keep making your way here. So I'm very excited for that. I don't necessarily remember where I was going to go for that. I lost my train of thought there. But either way, I'm very excited for that. And having some fun. Okay. But back to the game-wise. When it comes to channel updates, since this is one of the more popular series I'm doing, and I'd like for always to get your all's feedback.
Oui? À vos ordres.
Do y'all think they... No, let's send the main army.
Écrasez-les! Glorieuse victoire! Milord? Monsieur, vos ordres? Votre humble serviteur.
Where were those ports at here? We can actually start pumping out indium and trade ships here already. And you're still making your way there. You guys will just hang out there in Tunis. And they're still happy up here. We have the ship of the line next turn. Yep, go ahead and start upgrading that to the max. Ooh, the Marathons are down to a single settlement. Uh-oh. They might finally be out of it. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Spain took Ceylon. That is interesting. I've never, ever seen Spain take that region, so that is pretty cool. I've never seen Austria do this either, so pretty fun to see. I love it when the world changes based off, like, I like, you know, world development, and it's always a little fun when things happen that are not necessarily according to plan, and you end up with maybe some bigger players than normal. Now, Corlin taking Tunis was just a, you know, a bit of a pain in the ass, but not everything can be winners. Oh no, Claude de Villers finally passed away.
Oui, milord. Oui.
Well, with that, Nicholas will take lead.
Ordres? Vos ordres, votre majesté. Milord, à gauche.
Let's see if these dragoons will help enough.
Préparez-vous. En avant. Marchez.
Ooh, they do. We're gonna go ahead and untax them. So
Vos ordres, votre majesté.
they really don't need a general.
Monsieur. En attente de vos ordres.
And you guys are gonna head to Tunis. to link up with the last little bit of that army. Everything's good over here. I am a little worried about Spain, honestly. So we are going to invest in some fortifications here. We're gonna wait on everything else, but yeah, it is. They're a little concerning because we are right next to them. If they were feeling froggy, they could try to push us. Catholicism is doing good everywhere here. 29%, man. It's going up by 2.7. That's fine. I don't like how the British just have a navy or an army there. Swiss line infantry. Let's grab. Oops. Apologies, everybody. Fun fact, that was most definitely, you heard right, my intro music. I just got done editing and recording the Rome 2 series, which is why you heard that start playing off. I'm using a new editing software. Hopefully you guys can actually, you probably can't notice too much, but I am using one. And it has made life a lot easier, honestly. The other one I was using was not bad. However, it was a little finicky sometimes and extremely, no matter what, extremely slow at developing videos and what I needed it to do. 58, 76, 38, perfect. So we're gonna work towards you. Ooh, and they're now negative. Good. Rebel, please. And you guys will link up there. Max that out. Why not? We'll invest in the rest down here too. Go ahead, pump Morocco full of cash. No major developments. The Austrian forces seem to have stopped at Bulgaria. They've not pressured. Ooh, Istanbul has brought up quite the unique army of irregulars. Lots of melee troops. They have an Orga gun too, so interesting. I bet that fleet is, yeah, entirely Zebex, and well, they're not the worst thing in the world, but interesting indeed. Yeah, the editing software really has made my life a lot easier. It's far more effective and it's a lot quicker in editing, to where when I have situations like this where I need to pump videos out and you know, really push them to YouTube as fast as I can to set up the schedule, it comes quite handy in a pinch. Workers are rioting, means they broke something. Ooh. Alright, so we already have a church town. So really, we could do anything. We could make it a school. Well, I feel like a school would be a bad idea. Let's go ahead and make it just a coaching inn, get some extra cash flowing in there. They're not going to be too upset for long.
Installation du contrôle. En avant pour la couronne et le pays. Milord. Vos ordres, capitaine. Préparez-vous. Vos ordres, capitaine.
Go ahead and link up there.
Pour la couronne et le pays.
Ooh, we could. Yes. Give me that. Give me that. Perfect. And you're still leveling up. We have our trade ships here and here. This is the one that was damaged, but seems it'll be fine in one turn. Our massive fleet up here is doing rather well. See where we can put our money at. New Spain, sending some galleons. Anything going on in the New World? No. Everything looks pretty stable, so. I'm gonna let them continue researching that. Yeah, knocked out that last line. And we'll move about our day. That's definitely not happening. Poland is far too strong. We're not here to make friends. We're here to crush Europe under our boot and get a new achievement. 2 new achievements, actually. Ooh, a new town. Ouch. Ooh. It is a port and there's no villages left. Are you a part of Algiers? You are, so you could be a navy port. $5,000 here, $5,000 here. We'll have 4 Indiaman trade ships there ready to go. 4th rate, 5th rates, a 24-pounder. Okay, nothing too scary there. Nothing we can't handle, that is. I don't see any major changes, so.
Un missionnaire en mission.
Milord?
Alright, we are going to be making quite the decision here.
À gauche.
Is anybody...
Marchez.
Very quickly. No one's friends with you.
Ordre bien reçu. Ordre du navire.
Is there a way to secure Malta?
Quelle direction, capitaine? Bataillon prêt.
This is back.
Oui, milord.
I mean, we have 5 sloops. They have 1 Zebek. Sexual spell, yeah, hunting well. I mean,
Flotte prêt.
they are, of course, technically friends, but
Vos ordres, capitaine. Préparez-vous pour la bataille. Ligne de bataille. Attaquez. Préparez-vous.
let me know
Oh,
in the comments below, is there a way
Solidement arrimé, capitaine. Oui, oui, monsieur. En route. Dégagez les
I didn't mean to
pour
do
la
that.
bataille. Levez l'ancre. Hissez tout. Poste d'opération, préparez-vous pour la bataille. Prêt. Dégagez, préparez-vous. Ordre du navire, capitaine. Ordre bien reçu.
I remember this
Soyons à la
being
voie,
an
prêt.
issue.
Sortez les canons.
I'm trying to remember. I might have to look at ways to do that, but we need to secure it because if we can't get the achievement of taking all the provinces in Europe, I would assume, if we don't have Malta. So definitely let me know in the comments below if you know a way to get through them, because I'm more than likely going to need help with that. Everywhere else we're sitting pretty good. So we're gonna keep on our way. Technically, I feel like all we have to get the ship out of that port. Which probably means we need to break that naval. Yeah. Ooh, the Marathons have fallen. The Mughals have stepped up their game and finally dealt with their little quarrelsome rebellion. Get a fleet going there. All right.
Oui, Votre Majesté. Oui, Milord. Oui, Capitaine. Je ne peux pas le faire. Voile sortie.
No, I want them to like right there.
Mettez les voiles.
Ugh.
Mettez-y tout votre cœur. Ordre du navire bien reçu. Ordre bien reçu. Sortez la voile.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna put them in the back right there. And then,
En route.
Votre Majesté.
À vos ordres. On peut pas naviguer ici, Capitaine.
oh right, I forgot.
Quelle direction, Capitaine? Hissez les gars. Hissez haut. Oui, oui, monsieur. Lancez des ordres. Voile sortie.
See if they move. Like, go do something, please.
Officier sur le pont.
Soyez bénis.
Because I'm trying to think of how we break them out. And I'm not too certain on how to do that, so that's going to be rather awkward if we can't figure it out. Make sure we're spending our money where we can. People are really eager to try and make friends with us. Sorry, everybody. Alright, nothing super to note there. Our economy is booming, honestly. Oh, well, so much for that. We're gonna move away from there.
Vos ordres, Capitaine.
Oh, damn.
Oui, oui, monsieur. Arrivez.
Je ne peux pas
Les
faire
vaisseaux
cela.
naviguent sur l'eau, Milord.
Accostage discret.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look up how to deal with the Knights of St. John.
Ordre du navire bien reçu. Mettez les voiles. Mettez-y tout votre.
We're going to distance ourselves from them just in case for now, but fingers crossed they get ballsy and they try to load up on a boat. They now actually have 2 ships, which is not good. Maybe a bit overkill, but just in case, let's get our primary fleet down here. I don't want to risk losing our transport army due to some Zibex, if that's how you say it. We're not about to risk that. Unlevel you up. Send our fleet further this way.
Ordre du navire.
And now we can go back over here and invest more into our American possessions. Alright. If we're gonna keep an army in Spain, I am going to eventually boost it up to what we want. For now, it doesn't seem necessary. But what does seem necessary is getting a Admiral's flagship a 3rd rate. So we're going to do that. We're going to start building a new fleet. And this one here, led by Admiral Pierre Surcouf, is going to be the Mediterranean fleet. One more intern in there. And constant diplomatic negotiations breaking people away. Come on, Malta, do something, please. Damn. Nope. Seems Malta is, I wouldn't say broken, of course, but vanilla Malta is already broken.
Oui, Milord.
Alright, we'll link you up with that one. Oh, you're kidding.
Oui, Votre Majesté.
Okay, well, next turn they will link up with that. We have a lot of new traits. Anything?
Oui, Capitaine.
Yeah, see, this is unfortunate. I don't really know what to do here.
Flotte, prête. Ordre du navire, bien reçu.
Other than I'm going to transfer the army off the fleet.
Levez l'ancre. En route. En
Autre
avant. Marchez.
Agent-wise, can I put him on?
Ce n'est pas mon point fort.
C'est tout.
Bro, wait, what?
Arrivez. Ordre du navire. Hissez les gars.
Okay.
Hissez haut.
Now he's going to try.
Prêt. Immédiatement.
The army will remain at Safkis just until
Comment
we figure out what to do here. And fingers crossed, maybe somebody knows in the comments, how do you normally deal with Malta? Can you deal with Malta? Or is this achievement bugged? It's been a while since I've looked at this army. How we doing here? Doing all right? Nicholas Douillet enjoying a very boring career so far. I do apologize, buddy.
Que voulez-vous de moi? Soyez bénis.
Really, with our extra money, I'm going to start fortifying our front lines in case we start triggering some massive all-out brawls with our enemies. We're gonna get one. Let's hold off on that. Yeah, we're making quite a pretty penny. So this is the issue we have. I want to secure Malta. They're one region minor, but they are on an island that is basically unconquerable. So let me know in the comments below, do you know how to deal with Malta? I'm going to do my own research, but I won't be able to really put it to action right now. So I'm eager to see what you guys think. There's got to be a way to take it. There's got to be a way to take Malta. I just need to figure it out. Without further ado, though, if you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe as always. I do apologize, it's somewhat of a shorter one, but I have been your host, Salty, and my co-host, Winston, and get a little pan on our future conquest right here, and hopefully I will catch you all in the next one. But until then, peace out, everybody.